What is happening, everybody? January 4th today here in south central Wisconsin, and it is a bitter 5 degrees. So what better way to warm up and start a little fire? So I wanted to share a little video of what I got going on today. So what I am doing is I am burning a first year switchgrass stand that has structure in it. Structure meaning trees. I got white spruce, Norway spruce. I do not have any white pines in this section, but I got in the tree tubes, I got some swamp white oaks on the lower areas here. And then I have some red oaks in here and some chestnuts. But what I wanted to do today was show you guys what I got going. So today, like I said, it's pretty cold, 5 degrees. It's been really cold the last week. So there's probably, I don't know, I guess 2 to 3 inches of frost in the ground. It all came out. We got 12 inches of snow. And it all came out, and then it got real cold once all the snow melted, and it's all kind of coming back in. And we got really cold temps coming up the next week or two. I think highs are really getting into maybe the 20s. But what I wanted to do today is show you guys how I am burning my first year switchgrass stand with structure in it. So I have a northwest wind today. So I started on the southeast corner of this first year burn here. First year switchgrass. So this provided a perfect opportunity. So right over here, this real short stuff, the snow is here. This is also first year switchgrass, but this was planted very late. This was planted in July, end of July, like the last couple days of July. So like kind of where this white area is here. And this other stuff has been growing ever since I had planted it in April. Just broadcasted it. Did everything that I would normally do. You know, I came in here, tilled it all up, spread the switchgrass, dragged it, rolled it, simozined it, but I did not hit it with any other chemical. I did not hit it with quinclorac. I did nothing of the sorts. So I did come in here and mow a little bit of this. I want to say it was maybe early June, but this witch grass and foxtail took over pretty heavy. So you can see this is just matted right down. Does not look great. You know, it looks like there's virtually no switchgrass in here, and you'd label it a fail. But as I get closer to this third year stuff up on the hill here, you can see that this is all first year switch that's still standing. So what I'm doing is I am burning this first year stuff, which I am a huge proponent. I've heard some people say that you should not burn first year switchgrass, but I will never not burn first year switch. Because in a situation like this, what I want to do is I want to get this grass off of it, because I'm going to come in here probably in early April once all these cool season grasses start coming back. Some of this is canary grass, you know, the canary grass, the foxtail. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to hit it all with glyphosate, and then I will kill it off. Now this is before the switchgrass germinates, and I'll be watching it very, very closely, because the third year stuff up on this hill, on the 120 acres that we got here, that stuff will always germinate first. At least here. I'm not saying that's for everybody, but here, that's what'll happen. What I'll actually probably do is I will take an area up there on the hill where it's really good thick switchgrass, and I will mow it, and I will get like a 10 by 10 area where all that standing switchgrass is, and I will get it down to bare dirt. Normally I would burn it, but because of how tall that stuff is, and I do have trees in there, that stuff will probably never be burned again. It's literally, I'm using the switchgrass as a base cover, and I am building structure in around it. So I will use that third year stuff as my key for when I need to burn, or for when I need to hit it with glyphosate. So then I will hit this first year stuff with glyphosate, and then I will come through and hit it with simazine. So I want it to be pretty much bare dirt when I get the simazine in the ground. So you can see these areas that I've burned. You know, that is just dirt. And that is perfect. Perfect for what I want going into spring. So, like I said, this first year stuff, I've had it look absolutely horrible. And in the past, I have just had failures of switchgrass. But I have found with this RC Big Rock that stuff seems to be very durable, or I guess, I don't know, the establishment portion of it is so much easier. So I'll show you here how I do this too. Got a little Norway spruce here. See, I have grass all the way around it. And I did spray around these trees once, but they did not. I needed to spray around them one more time, and I did not do that. So, showing you here, burning into the wind. Got a fire creeping up over here. So what I'll do for a little tree like this, so that fire is getting real close to it, burning into the wind, I'm going to light on this side of this tree to keep that flame as small as possible. You can see how close I am to the tree. Got a dirt kicked around it, but that flame will never get high at all. It'll stay real low because it doesn't have any fuel. See, it's just barely touching the tree, but touch the tree for what, 2 seconds? And now it'll just burn right around this tree, both directions. Burning into the wind is key. You got to make sure when you're doing this too that you got some water nearby, but you need to make sure that you're burning into the wind, and there is no possible way that this fire can get out of hand. So here's some flames here. When you're burning into the wind like this, I can just stomp this stuff out with my boots because it has no fuel as it creeps forward. So literally just stomping it out, smothering it. And what I normally use is a shovel, which is laying over there. But what I'll do now is I'll actually put out this entire line that I got going here, which I did. But you got to keep an eye on it because there must have been an ember or two that were still warm. So it wants to keep creeping. So I will go through with my shovel and I will put this entire line out here as it gets to this bottom corner. So that direction is north, that direction is west. So today is kind of a northwest wind. So what I will do is I will put this line out and I will burn that section here as I get up to this corner. So I will put this out entirely and I will wait until I have a north or a northeast wind coming from that direction. So I have no chance of it hitting that switchgrass, that tall third year stuff. So once it gets into there, I'm gonna have virtually no chance of stopping it. But burning into the wind is key. Burning nice and slow, you get a nice hot burn when you burn into the wind. It burns the grasses up better. This is doing okay. You know, there's some snow sitting here, so you can see these little areas here. There is some grass. Not too worried about it. But most of it's dirt, and it'll be ready to rock. You can get ready for some glyphosate in the spring, some simazine after that, right before it germinates. The switchgrass germinates, and we'll be golden. Keep on with the habitat work, guys. 2025 is here.